I'm sitting here on the steps of what is said to be the Grotte d'Arthur, the cave of Arthur. It's said that he and Merlin have visited this cave several times. We're about 35 kilometers south of the English Channel in the French Bretagne. I've always been quite intrigued by the legend of King Arthur, of course, as many other people have. And I went also to a little island called Guernsey Island in the English Channel some 13 years ago. And I visited places in England where Merlin is said to have been. This is a very ancient forest, beautiful forest, big trees, big ancient rocks, granite rocks. And it seems like a little island amongst much chaos of the world. I'm sure many of us wonder what we can do, and many of us actually feel helpless when we look at what is going on with chemtrails, with potential Third World War, which America and others are pushing for in the Ukraine, trying to provocate Russia. And of course there's a lot of the big issues we can't really single-handedly stop. I still believe it's important we are conscious of what's going on, and above all we're conscious of how we are contributing to what is reflected in the world and ultimately what it manifests in the world, because the world is really only a mirror of what is in us as a collective. The way to help create a new world, a better world, is to take responsibility for what is in ourselves, in our own heart, in our own life, to be open to feel the truth and to be devoted to work to transform what is in ourselves to feeling love and compassion for the core people in our own life and some compassion for all the people in the world. The way to connect with all of creation, with all living things, with Mother Earth, with Spirit, clearly is through our heart. Some people want to take a shortcut and just be in the light or be with God, but I believe the path to love and to ultimately being who we long to be is through our conscious heart, which is at the center of our being and our connection to our soul. I believe that we carry a backpack of what we have gathered in many past lives, and sometimes when we go to certain places in the world or we meet some people who are either extremely difficult or very loving, then often we reconnect with some of those core relationships from past lives. We have many powerful mirrors who can help us to become conscious of what we have not healed in our own heart and life. One is our body. I've done a lot of work with people with cancer, and I've learned that cancer, like any other disease, is a very powerful messenger. When we are open to listen and feel what is at the core of those diseases and also other challenges in our life, then we have an opportunity to heal and grow more. I believe that's our core work we have come to do in this life. The more we heal and grow in our own heart, in our own life, and the more we are true to what we have healed, true to what we feel in our heart every day as best as we can, the more we can help to manifest what we long to see in the world, and the more we can become who we truly are. Not from the mind, not through imagining how perfect and wonderful we are, but through actually healing, forgiving, understanding, feeling compassion for the core people and core experiences in our life. If we do not, then that wounded energy is still in us, and we will sooner or later recreate similar experiences. Painful experiences in relationships, at work, or other aspects of our life. My book, Sacred Journey, is very much about helping us to understand and look at life from a soul perspective. The human's perspective is very black and white. This is good, this is bad, this is big, this is small. But the soul perspective is basically about growth. All growth is at first unpleasant, unfortunately. And only through first feeling what is unpleasant, what is painful, sad, hurtful, can we then work to transform that energy, those experiences to love, to compassion. And through doing this work, through our own experiences, we also gain what I call soul wisdom. A lot of people want to have wisdom. They go to seminars, workshops, to a guru, read books. But the truth is that true wisdom can only come from our own experiences, and that's why we are here ultimately, to walk our own journey, to experience, to share, to feel, to make choices, and to experience the consequences of our choices in this life, in another life. I believe that even injustice is a human concept. I believe there definitely is injustice on a human level. There's a lot of injustice, has been for thousands of years. But I believe on a soul level, there is no injustice, that my actions will lead to reactions. What I give will come back to me. What I take, ultimately I will have to give back. Not literally, but in terms of relationships, in terms of how we are treating people, how we are treating Mother Earth. Mother Earth, of course, is a conscious being. And just like when I cut my body knows where to repair itself, where to heal. Mother Earth is just the same. We can cut Mother Earth, she will always heal herself, come back to wholeness. The question is whether we can learn to again live in harmony with Mother Earth or not, and with all people, irrespective of religion or race or the color of our skin, whether we're poor or rich. And that is our journey. I call it our sacred journey over many, many lifetimes. In personal sessions, I help people to look at what is at the core in this life of what they have been experiencing and what they are experiencing right now. Those two are, of course, connected. What I attract, co-create tomorrow is connected to what I have experienced and what I have or haven't healed in this life. And on some level, those experiences are connected to past lives, but as we don't know what exactly has happened in past lives, there's no point to dwell or try to imagine or try to find out. I believe that everything I need to work with in this life is in this life. In other words, I need to work with how I'm truly feeling based on the experiences I have had with the core people in my life. So that's the work I do with people. I often intuitively feel what a person is carrying. Many times we recreate same dramas over and over again in relationships, at work, with neighbors, with people. And when we are not conscious of what is in us, then we keep reacting. And we keep ultimately hurting others and ourselves in the process. Or say if we had some bad experiences in relationships, we may just say no to relationships. And we just go and hide in our own little world and And again, to me, that's not the solution. The solution is to own our journey, to own how we are feeling, to take responsibility for the experiences we have had, and to be honest, take our mask off, try not to pretend, and to look at the truth. If we don't, then sooner or later our body will show us, and life will show us. So, if you're interested to learn more about this, please go and visit my website, www.dreamturtle.com. And also, we have a Facebook page called Sacred Journey, where you can see some of the sharings of myself and also of my partner Jenny Elder.